So hello everybody, my name is Marius Donhauser, and I'm here today to tell you about Hotelkit. Hotelkit is a software, especially for hotels, to streamline the internal communication. And today it's not all about Hotelkit, it's all about, or it's even more about the founding story of Hotelkit. And we've chosen the title for this presentation from 1 to 500. Because it all started in one hotel, in my small hotel in Salzburg. It's a 4-star city hotel with 50 rooms. And nowadays there are lots of different hotels worldwide using my software on a daily basis. It's actually not 500, it's 600 because we've chosen the title a few weeks ago, and at the moment we are growing very fast. So today it's not just about Hotelkit, it's also about the founding story. I will tell you some insights, or will give you some insights about the product itself and give you some background information on how hotels use Hotelkit in their daily operations. And then I hope for lots of questions and an open discussion about my presentation. So, founding story. When I was preparing this presentation, I came across a very interesting quote from the founder of Dropbox. Who of you knows Dropbox in here? So a lot of you know Dropbox. It's a huge company. It's worth $10 billion, and the founder, he's called Drew Houston. He's very heavy. He has $3 billion, and he had a very nice quote, and he said, "Don't worry about failure. You only have to be right once," because he had lots of experience, he tried a lot, he failed a lot, and then he came up with the idea of Dropbox and was hugely successful. And this is kind of how it also happened with me. Unfortunately, I'm not worth 3 billions, but maybe the future will show. So I have, before I started with Hotelkit, I had lots of ideas, on a daily basis. And my first idea was Hüttenguide. Hüttenguide should be the one and only restaurant guide for ski huts in Austria. There are 2,000 different ski huts, and this was, 20 years ago. So at that time, the internet and online and website wasn't as big as it is today. Not every restaurant had its own website, and certainly none of all the skiing huts had their own website. And we actually came to this idea because we wanted to do something totally different. We were planning to do toilet advertising. Do you know what toilet advertising is about? Who knows toilet advertising? Okay, not so many. So you put advertorial posters in toilets. And at that time it was fairly big. In Austria and Germany there was a company called Sit and Watch. In Germany they were quite successful, and then there was a company in Austria called Toil Ad. And they were putting posters in toilets. And it's not that bad of an idea, because think about men doing their small business. There is nothing much to do than looking in front of you and have a closer look on the poster, what's there. There is even some scientific data that you have 36 seconds on average to put the information in front of you. And we said, okay, we do this for ski huts. We put posters in toilets of ski huts. And we didn't want just to provide those ski hut owners with money for the advertorial space. We said, okay, you get a free listing on our restaurant guide. And this is when we started Hüttenguide, but at that time I was studying, and it was more fun going skiing and spending time at bars and consuming toilet advertising. So I wasn't that successful. It failed. And then came the second idea. Who of you knows Facebook? Everyone knows Facebook. But when I had the idea of after school, or at that time I wanted to make a community for students, Facebook was really small. I came across Facebook on a Wikipedia article because there was lots of discussion going on that they were opening up for high school kids, and at that time it was just with elite universities. And I said, wow, that's a good idea. I want to do this for German-speaking market. I'm a student. I can do a community, a social community for students. So we started working on this network, but then there was some guys in Germany that had been faster than us, and I was signing up the fifth guy in my university with StudiVZ. I don't know whether you know it, was a copycat. It was like the red Facebook. And we said, okay, we skip our focus and we make a community for school kids. And then we were just about to finish this project, and I was doing some late testing, and after midnight I logged on to StudiVZ, and there was this huge banner: do you have a little sister or a little brother? Invite them to SchülerVZ. It was like our main competitor, and we didn't have a chance because everyone was on StudiVZ and no one spent time on after school. So it was my second failure. And then we said, okay, we do it completely different. We don't want to invest our own money anymore. To be honest, we didn't have any money anymore. So we applied for an incubator. We made a business plan and presented it to a jury, and they said, yeah, it's a good idea. And we had this idea of Cityful. The slogan of this platform was 1, 2, 3, my city trip. And it was just about this. You had like 3 different sections. You could book your flight, you could book your accommodation. It was in booking.com integration, and then you had like one section with all the activities and sightseeing stuff of your city, and you could like put it in your travel diary. And yeah, we made a prototype, and then we looked for a strategic alliance with a travel guide publisher, and we were pretty successful because we signed a letter of intent with one of the biggest publisher out there, and we made calls with the CEO of this company in the US, and we're really like fancy and said, okay, this is going to be, but somehow it stopped. Yeah, and today I like every Christmas from our contact person I get a card, and he says he's still like working on the partnership, but it never happened. So this one, Cityful, failed as well. And yeah, and then I said, okay, I was 30. My girlfriend at that time, now wife, she was also 30. Then like, should we not start a family and stuff like this? Don't you want to get a regular job? And there was the opportunity that I could take over the family business, the hotel that we own in Salzburg. And I had huge problems with it because I always wanted to build my own thing. But yeah, it seemed like that I wasn't the one being successful in web and internet, and so I took over the hotel and started, yeah, a regular job. And yeah, there it all started because maybe some of you heard the story. This is me looking very pretty in my lederhosen with my parents 7 years ago in this hotel, and totally motivated, totally like eager to change everything in there. But reality was completely different. I was like the first time I was a hotelier, but the feeling was like this guy, constantly running in a wheel, you know, because it's so challenging working within hotels. I hope that there are lots of hoteliers within the audience, and everyone that worked in hotel, they know what's going on within hotels. There are certain challenges in hotel operations because employees, they are not in the hotel at the same time. Yeah, so making meetings, it's not so easy. They don't have personalized email address, so you cannot reach out per email to them. There's a high fluctuation rate, and it's getting complex and complex. And this is why I ended up like this guy, constantly running in a wheel. And yeah, and I couldn't like improve the business. And I thought, okay, there must be a solution for that. I used the F word. So yeah, what shall I do? And then I had this idea, and I said, okay, think about it. It would be so cool to have a solution or a platform, kind of Wikipedia for my hotel, where I have all the knowledge of my hotel on one place. People and employees can look it up, and they don't have to call me all the time when there is some problems occurring. And then, would it be cool to combine this Wikipedia with all the knowledge of my hotel with Facebook in terms of easy communication? You know, you can reach out to everyone via smartphone app, and yeah, communication is so easy. I said, wow, this could be a good idea, but I don't need this funny cat content, which is going around on Facebook. So the initial idea of Hotelkit was really having a platform in place, a combination of Wikipedia and Facebook, a solution that you feel comfortable with because you're using it on a daily basis within your own hotel. Yeah, but without this funny cat content stuff, so a business business solution. And yeah, it seems to be working. Our client base is growing. We have now more than 600 hotels. A very interesting fact is that there are more than 25,000 hotel employees using our software on a daily basis. And think about it, you know, we are not that big of a company, but I don't think that there are so many other softwares in place in hotels that have that many actual users, which is very interesting. Yeah, we have, our portfolio is growing. We have big hotels. Biggest hotel that we have is more than 1,000 rooms. The smallest hotel is 30 rooms. We have hotels all over the world. We have brands, we have independent hotels, we have leisure hotels, city hotels, business hotels, all kind of hotels. We even have our first Spanish hotels. So I think we have around 10 hotels in Spain. The whole system is also translated into Spanish, and we have a customer success management team that speaks Spanish and can take care of you. And yeah, it's working out quite well at the moment. The team is growing. Yeah. We are extremely good looking, as you can see here. And yeah, but what's the approach? Like, the concept didn't change that much over time, to be honest. The idea was always having one single platform, and on this platform we are offering different tools for your daily routines in hotels. It's no rocket science. It's really down to earth. There are certain procedures going on in hotels on a daily basis, and we digitalize them and make it that way more efficient and more transparent. So our platform, yeah, we structured it in 4 different areas. There is a knowledge tool. It's called Handbook. It's a kind of manual where you can store all your SOPs, all your documents on it, and make it easily accessible. What changes is the kind of content that is uploaded to a system. More and more of our clients are using videos, for example. So they make very short tutorial videos of, you know, basic stuff, how to clean a coffee machine, or what do we have to do when the lift is stuck, and stuff like this. You can share it. Everyone can access this information at any time. Communication functionalities like shift handovers, passing on one piece of information from one shift to the other and making sure that everyone within the hotel is informed about what's going on. News as well is this kind of memo functionality that you might use in your hotels anyways, making sure that anyone is up to date. There are certain collaboration tools as idea management. You can include your people into the decision making. You have a calendar, you have polls, and there are lots of productivity tools. There is one of our mostly or most intensively used tool is the repairs tools. Imagine you're going to a room, there's something broken, you make a picture with your smartphone, you add your location, let's say 201, and you say, okay, there is the shower head is broken. And this information is then forwarded to the maintenance guy who is responsible for that. And when he fixes the job, you get the feedback that the job is actually fixed. And if you like, and all the GMs, they like reports and they love reports, we can tell you how many shower heads had been broken over the course of the last 6 months and how long it took on average that a shower head has been removed and fixed within the hotels. And there are lots of other tools like guest requests, tasks, checklists, walkthroughs, inspections. So basically everything that you could need on a daily basis within your hotel to streamline your operations. And the cool thing is that you can access Hotelkit via all devices. You can use your smartphone, you can use your tablet, and you can certainly use your PC to access this information. So depending on the role of that you're playing within the hotel, the maintenance guy will most certainly use it on their smartphone, and the front desk, they will use their personal PC that is there anyways. How does it look like in hotels? As I said, it's SOPs, how the perfect check-in looks like, for example, within your hotel. It could be application notes, how to use cleaning detergents, for example. It can be tutorial videos. It can be tasks and checklists for your housekeeping personnel, repair jobs. All those stuff can be done with Hotelkit. Guest requests as well. Success stories. So how is it applied in certain hotels? There's an example of repair management. The Estrel is the biggest hotel in Germany, 1,125 rooms. There are around 20 maintenance guys working with Hotelkit. They're using our dispatching functionality. So for example, when there is a repair job created, it comes to the head of maintenance and he dispatches the job to the right person and gets all the information. So, but not just the maintenance guy are on there, it's all in all the network has 600 employees and they share any kind of information through Hotelkit. So when implementing Hotelkit, they got rid of their intranet solution and rid of their facility management solution. Handbooks, we have a multi-property solution in place, so you can connect certain intranets to each other or networks to each other. Maybe you know the 25 Hours hotels, they run, I think, 10 hotels across Europe, and they have this shared knowledge base that all the employees from different locations can access to, and they make sure that everyone is informed about what's going on within the 25 Hours hotels as a group and small chain. And the Stiegenberger Hotel in Vienna, they very intensively use our guest request tool. On average, they add around 2,000 to 3,000 guest requests per month, and that means it's on average 45 per day. And the impressive number is that they manage to complete or fulfill 75% of all the guest requests within 1 hour. And for example, what they found out when having a closer look on our data, that the most frequent guest request was extra hangers bringing up to the room. And so they said, okay, come on, let's buy some extra hangers to all the rooms. This saves us a lot of running around within our hotel. So this is actually what we are doing at the moment. Just to give you an insight about what we think about Hotelkit in the future. Maybe you know these two guys, Pinky and Brain. So we certainly want to take over at least the hotel world. And now we are like really want to become the central hub of communication within hotels, and not only providing our own tools to our clientele, but integrate with lots of other tools. We integrate with guest engagement tools, we integrate with review management tools, we integrate with workforce management tools. So Hotelkit is used to provide employees with the shift roster and even sensor data and all those stuff. And at the end, like having all the data that you need on a daily basis within your hotel on this platform, Hotelkit. So I hope I was fast enough. And and I'm happy for all the questions arising. Thank you very much.
Yeah. Well, good afternoon. First of all, thank you very much for to Futurismo for inviting me. And more than congratulations, Marius, for your brilliant presentation. I have a lot of questions, but I think that tomorrow we will see the tool. And more than a question, I have a wish. As hotel operation manager, sometimes we need all integrated in one tool.
Yeah.
And that would be fantastic. If you are thinking about the future is only one tool with the integration with all our PMS system and everything in one tool with a lot of devices. That's my opinion.
Like my last slide was all about integration. So integration is a very important part for us at the moment. We see that lots of hotels see it's alongside the PMS. PMS is like the cornerstone, and it's the heart of all hotels. It's a very important tool within their operations. Until now, it worked very well in a parallel way. So, to be honest, when we like forced integrations from the beginning, I think we wouldn't have like 600 hotels. We would stay at 30 hotels because integrating with the PMS is a major pain at the moment with Oracle and Protel not really like open for integrations. But this is going to be changing in the future because we have integrations in place, especially with PMS, because for us important is also the housekeeping part, and especially for the housekeeping part, I need certain information out of the PMS and pulling certain information back to the PMS. So integration with PMS is something that we are working at the moment and will be launched with specific tools that need this integration. At the moment, you don't need it for this tool set, but this will be launched at the end of the year. So having these integrations with the PMS for useful tools, especially in the housekeeping part.
Good luck and thank you very much, because technology makes our job easy, and that's very important. Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Francis?
Well, I have to say that congratulations.
Thank you.
You've done a great job. I started also as a bellboy. I didn't go as much as you did with other stuff. I started as a bellboy and I went 15 years until, so I started pretty late. When I actually see your face, I think, he's too young to come down. He looks too young. You know?
I'm not that young anymore.
Well,
there's some gray hairs coming.
You got to tell me what pills you take. Anyway,
we will discuss this later on backstage.
Me too. Yeah.
Anyway, when I left tourism after 15 years from bellboy to entertainment and marketing manager, passed between all the efforts that you do, just up the ladder, you know, learning. I started just like you. I started just trying to do different things. You know, first telecommunications, first server company. I failed. Hotels didn't need it at the time. I started website design and hosting. Hotels didn't need it at the time. I started with all sorts of entrepreneurships, and everything failed because hotels didn't need it at the time. And then the OTAs came in. You know, and hotels desperately needed everything because they thought, oh, they take everything from us. Because before they went from having everything guaranteed to not guaranteed, and you have to fight for things. So they passed from this guarantee to having the OTAs, right? What I think, if you let me just, it's not a question, it's just a comment. I think that you're the right way. You know, as my friend here says, if you can integrate the PMS into the processes, your thing is fantastic. Because it closes all the circle inside the hotel. Now, hotels have all the tools for outside and for most of the internal work, but they don't have the workforce connected. And I think you have fantastic. Now, we all have to convince the management to approach the digital transformation in a way that this happens.
I think I was pretty lucky with the timing when I launched Hotelkit and when we started with Hotelkit. I think first of all, when I look back and I had so many fails, and I also thought about, okay, why did all the other ideas fail, and why did Hotelkit really work out that well? And I think the most important part was that I really had a big problem. I really had a really big pain when running my hotel. And then I came up with the solution. And maybe with the other ideas it was completely different. I had an idea and a solution, and then there was this artificial problem which wasn't that big at that time. And with Hotelkit there was the pain, and we had a solution, and then the timing was right. We hit the zeitgeist with cloud services coming up, and hotels felt okay-ish implementing a cloud solution, and also with the rise of the smartphone. And a totally new use case, you know, we saw our clients using our smartphone app to document repair jobs. We didn't have the idea of providing a Hotelkit tool especially for repair jobs, but we saw that they were doing this. They made pictures and they forwarded to the maintenance guys, and then we said, okay, we could do this in a better way. So I think the timing was right, and as you said, the last year we did a lot of convincing and educational stuff, but this is changing now. I think even hoteliers are more open for the situation right now. They see that they have to adopt, that they have to digitalize, that they have to have a closer look on their operations and their procedures, make it more transparent. Also, the workforce is different, you know. They would like to work with tools that they know from their private life. They want to, a typical employee within hotels, he is young and he is on his smartphone all day long. And I have luxury hotels using our software, and those HR guys, they tell me, look, when I forbid my employees using a smartphone in my hotel, then I don't get any employees anymore. Okay, it's there, and we have to adopt the situation and rethink of how digitalization and the whole technology can help me become better, offer a better service, because at the end this will help you be more confident and be more strong against OTAs and have a good product in place.
Thank you very much, Marius Donhauser. Gracias de verdad. Gracias a todos. Gracias a nuestros mentelles.